WF representing Palace, so let's tell you about Palace. Rolling straight to the ceiling, crowns and crystals, top flight journeys, dishing out malice. Hold up, South London's grandest, far from bandits. Everything earned for a goal of elevation. Just passing the team over here might finish out bright future we can't vanish. SE25 any day, that's sellers. Rev up the engines, no more reverse reactions. Fan cams, bands on stream. Share up the team, support the dream team when eagles fly, make noise and scheme. Dare to dream or dream to dare, taking a step to become supreme.
Yes guys, welcome back to Eagle-Eyed Football, and this is the start of the Crystal Palace versus Everton away match vlog. First time I've ever been to Goodison. Looking forward to it. It's a big game for both teams. Both teams haven't got a win. Both teams need a win, and is it a 6-pointer this early in the season? Who knows, but let's get there. Come on, up the Palace.
Big up everyone, back again, Eagle-Eyed Football, and it's another away day vlog. This time, Goodison Park, as we're facing Everton away. And I think for all of us, it's our first time at Goodison, I believe. Apart from Chairman, he's been Goodison before. But also the fact that this will be the last season at Goodison Park as well. So obviously just honoured and grateful to have the opportunity to be able to go up. It's a massive game for us, massive game for both sides in fact. And I'm nervous, but you know, I'm excited as well. It'll be very interesting to see how we line up. Obviously we'll give you the lineup when we get it. And really I just hope we get a good performance, but most importantly just get a result. If we end up just getting a 1-0 stinky result, I don't care. We just need to get our first win on the board and then build from there. We've got a very difficult October, I believe, with I think Liverpool, Tottenham coming up as well. So you know, it's really about getting these points in the bag, you know, and trying to kick on.
Yep, on our way to Goodison Park still. Still got like what 3.5 hours on the sat nav, so it's going to be a bit of a long journey. But I am looking forward to this game. Never been there before, and it's going to be an interesting one. Both teams without a win, as I said earlier. Both teams need a win. Sean Dyche is, I guess, if he loses this game, he's on the chopping block. And what normally happens when you play against Crystal Palace is you're going to pull out a tactical masterclass. So I'm fully expecting that to happen, but we need a win. I wouldn't be that upset with a draw because I feel like that's probably the best thing for both teams in this situation, but a win is definitely needed. Also, a little bit of Palace luck coming in handy here with Jared Branthwaite, Mikalenko, Patterson all back for this game specifically. They are missing Onana, and he is a huge miss for them. Purely because he was just like the catalyst of their midfield, and without him, you know, they've not been as good as they were defensively or offensively as they were last season. We do have issues with Adam Wharton. He is carrying an injury. It's been confirmed now by Glasner, and I'm not sure if this is the right game to play him because, as we were speaking about a little bit earlier, I would rather rest him, make sure he's good for the whole season instead of risk him in this game and potentially risk that injury getting even worse. And having Czech Decore and Adam Wharton injured at the same time would just be catastrophic. But I do think that Lerma and Hughes is probably the better option here, just to be a little bit more physical, a little bit better at set pieces, for example. But Trevor Chalobah is in the squad. He is fit. França is fit, but he's not in the squad. But with this new revelation of Chris Richards being injured, and like I said to everyone, while Chris Richards is fit, you've got to play him because he's built like a quaver, so you've got to play him while he's fit. So is that going to force Chalobah to play? I don't know. It might be Klein still, but if he does play, I hope that that's the back line for the rest of the season. Mark on the left, Lacroix in the middle, and Chalobah on the right. Chairman, what do you think of the upcoming game?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Really, I think Adam Wharton's going to be a massive miss for us. Obviously, somebody could pass through the lines, which we really haven't got. But But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Last time at Goodison Park, I think I've been here 3-4 times. I've seen a 2-2 draw. I've seen a couple of 4-0 defeats, and I think I've seen a 3-0 defeat. So yeah, I've never actually seen a win here. So last time, let's hope it's the first time, isn't it? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a funny game because both teams are probably going to target. This is their first victory of the season, so it could be a very open game. But Everton score. We know they're going to score. We're not going to keep a clean sheet. I think that's a definite. But they concede as well. So I know they've got players coming back, but they haven't played. So they're going to be a bit ring rusty and they're probably a bit unfit. So, and maybe if Chalobah comes in, probably make our defence a bit stronger. So I still think he might go with Klein just for that extra pace. But you never know what Glasgow's going to do. But just hoping for a good game anyway. Anyway, up the Palace.
We've done it again.
We've done this before, no? Yes guys, we are back with the Eagle-Eyed Football Food Review. By popular demand and not so popular demand, it is back. We are here, we are at McDonald's again, as you have just seen in the previous clip. Chairman has got the double sausage and egg McMuffin and the assembly is atrocious. So let's get into what we've got today. So obviously I've got the orange juice with the double hash brown.
You know I had to double it.
The assembly is not on point. With the double sausage and egg McMuffin, look at that. That is disgusting.
Drink-wise, I've gone for a bottle of water, but you'll see why in a minute. I've gone for a breakfast roll, but I tend to go with mine with no egg and no cheese. Instead, I've gone for an extra sausage patty. Clean, I think it's a clean assembly. I can't complain. Comes with the hash brown, which I tend to
Put inside.
put inside anyway.
First bite.
Oh, as a disclaimer, the only options were McDonald's and Costa. So, McDonald's it is.
Or a Smith.
Dead.
First bite. It was okay. Like the last one I had, it was dry, but this one was wet. It's crazy.
You're nasty.
I'm going to say fair play to them, because a lot of the times you don't get enough sauce in the meal. And they've done a decent job of it. Yeah, their hash browns are incredible. Yes, big up. You know, JC always has the food review. And I've introduced last season, same venue.
Same seats.
We have gone for JD. I'm doing it this way. I don't know what happens if you show the logo and stuff. But it's JD. Cheers.
I hate you.
Up Palace.
Up. Oh.
Woo! Woo! Just considering we did Ray last year, and that would burn the chest.
I'd rather do a Ray.
Out of 10.
Oh, 1. I hate Jack Daniels, man.
A solid 7 out of 10 for me.
Oh, you're a pig. Yep. Just finished the food review in that. Had a fat burger. Now I'm going to go sit down for another 3 hours. Guys, made it to Everton, as you can see behind the... Oh no, that's Liverpool. Spoke to a lovely Liverpool fan, said, let's go beat Everton. I hope so. Yeah, boy.
Again, 1 point again. Big up, we're here in the Arcles. Oh, surprisingly, there's a Liverpool sign there. Even though we're obviously playing against Everton, here with Tristan. Thoughts of the game today?
I'm just going to leave it and keep it short. Just got to get the game strategy right. You know, got to you know, compete well and just get through in 90 minutes. I'm going to go over 2-1. Deep down, I think it's got a draw written all over it. However, today, I think we just got to believe in the team, believe in Glasgow and what we're capable of, and we'll get the win. Because if Everton lose today, they'll sack Daesh. The pressure's going to be on them, and we got to take advantage, which I believe that we're capable of. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully we do so and up the Palace.
100%. Don't forget to subscribe to Tristan CPFC vlogs on all platforms. Tim, how are you feeling about today's game?
A little bit confident. I think it'll be 1-1, but if we could keep it down initially, I think we could nick it. It's going to be a tough game. It always is. Got a poor record up here, but Everton aren't pulling up any trees. So I think we could do it, but I think it's going to be 1-1. Is my prediction.
No, absolutely. Massive game ahead, but you know what? We'll see you at the ground. Up the Palace. Here goes.
Eagle-eyed football here with the fattest YouTuber in the world. We're here with a chippy review.
I won't lie. When you've had Ray, JD, Peroni, you gotta eat. You gotta eat. So what we got here? Some chips and sausage, large, decent price at $4.80. I mean the large chips. Behave yourself. It's a bit grease. How greasy?
Yuck.
Yuck. Mid.
Yummers.
Still in the pub, by the way. Even after the chippy review, we're still here, and the team is out. In goal, we have Dean Henderson, Daniel Munoz on the right with Lacroix, Lerma and Mark Gehi at the back, with Mitchell as well at left wing back. Wharton and Kamada with Eze, Nketiah and Mateta. Chalobah is on the bench. You know what? This is a team where I know that how they've set it up says that we're going to be playing 5 at the back. However, this team could very easily play a 4-4-2 with Eze on the left, Kamada on the right. We can see something like that happen, so we could see a mid-game tactical change. If I'm honest, I'm not actually that mad at it. The only issue that I have is that Kamada's not really number 8, and I think that Kamada could play the 8, but he just needs a little bit more positionally. But for Everton, I do believe that maybe playing Chalobah instead of Lerma and then putting Lerma in the middle, that's probably the better option, but we actually don't know how fit Chalobah is, so we'll see how it goes. And we actually have got some good players on the bench. Just talk about the bench very quickly. Turner, Ward, Sarr, Schlupp, Klein, Hughes, Chalobah, Ume and Agbenone. Also, there was meant to be Sarr having an injury of some sort, but it's very minor and he's in the team. But overall, I'm happy with the team. I hope we have a quick start, because normally we start pretty rubbish, and hopefully we can get at least a point today. Rich?
Personally, just on the back of what your thoughts on regarding formation-wise, it could easily be 4-4-2, but it also could be 4-3-3. With Lerma, Wharton and Kamada playing the 10 as on the left. Either way, I would rather have 4 at the back if it means Kamada plays further forward. If we're playing 5 at the back, it means that Kamada's one of the 2 in midfield with Wharton, which I don't think will work. But either way, it shows that there's flexibility with the formation. It could be a case where we change it. Like when we're attacking, we go to 3-4-2-1, and when we're defending, we go to a solid 4 at the back. We have to just wait and see. But either way, happy with that. I would have liked to see Chalobah, but I guess obviously Glasgow's trying to ease him back in because he's had a knock. Let's just get out of here. It's a crappy day. It's raining now. Crappy day. Let's just try and get out of here with a point. I don't know how it comes. We need the 3 points today, I think.
The tragic passing of Chris Neal earlier this week.
eagle-eyed football here. Crystal Palace 1, Everton 0. We are winning away. This is something that I'm not used to. Not used to this at all. I tell you what, we are playing very well in this first half. Very defensively solid. Lerma putting out a madness today. His passing, his close control at left centre back. I didn't know that this was going to be happening. I thought he was going to play on the right centre back, but he's done himself a great job really so far. Wharton took about 20 minutes to warm up and get into the game, but he started to play very well now. Daishi Kamada, probably the biggest improvement of the team at the moment. His positioning's looking a lot better. He's actually tackling, he's driving the ball forwards, he's doing very well today. Eze looks on it a lot more. JP as well, making runs in behind. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Also, Nketiah is looking very strong. We kind of scored from a corner, so I'm going to take it, but technically it was in the second phase, so it's not from a corner. But still, I'm very happy. We're looking dangerous at set pieces, which is something that I'm not used to and you're not used to either. But overall, we need to get that second goal. If we don't get that second goal, we can't keep a clean sheet. Every time they go forwards, every time they whip across into the box, they're dangerous, and we really, really, really need to score another one before I can really relax, because I still see them scoring. So even though the score is 1-1 right now,
1-0.
1-0 right now, I think it is 1-1, because if they get one good ball into that box, Calvert-Lewin's putting it away, Branthwaite's putting it away, Tarkowski's putting it away, Decore's putting it away. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. I want to see a little bit more of it in the next half. Glasner set the team up right. It looks like we're playing 1-10 and 2 strikers today. Nketiah is looking a lot more central and a lot more forward, and the link up between him and Nketiah is very nice. I think that I'm just looking forward to the second half. I hope that we can carry this on, because with that work rate, are we going to be tiring ourselves out? I don't know, because we don't actually have that many subs on the bench for midfield. But bring on the second half. Come on, up the Palace.
Yeah, I'd say a very professional first half there. Literally negated everything. We've negated everything that they've had to offer. So now we do have to be mindful of those crosses. They will keep sending crosses in, and I think that will be the biggest threat. It's not likely, apart from Ndai, that they're actually going to play through us. So I think McNeil had a chance. There was one that was whipped across the box. So we do have to be mindful of that. But I'm very happy with how we performed. Yeah, absolutely. McNeil in the 10 position, into those pockets behind the midfield, in between the midfield and the defence. We just got to be mindful of that. But other than that, I'm really, really happy with how we're playing. I mean, Daichi Kamada looks a lot more comfortable today. Granted, is that because Everton haven't been as great? We don't know, but either way, we're happy with his output. And the front three look at it at the moment. And because Mateta's on it, it's allowing JP and Eddie to get onto the ball more, look for him further, that get runs in behind, and so on and so forth. The one criticism I have from our point of view, we just need to shoot more. You know, I think we're just dribbling towards the edge of the box, and then we want to pass, try and find the perfect goal. Let's just have some more shots. You never know what could happen. But surprisingly, set pieces seems to be what's giving them the most problems. So long may it continue. Hopefully we score another goal.
First half done, cagey, frantic, feels like a championship game, to be honest. End to end, Kamada, brilliant so far, to be fair. Wharton, definitely getting back into the game. There is a bit of a niggle there for sure. Eze as well, a bit complacent. Some of our passes haven't been exactly there, but end of the day, 1-0 up at half time. Can't complain. Hopefully second half we're a bit more secure in what we do and get that second goal.
Show your channel.
Luke talks football, lads. Luke talks football.
Full time. Crystal Palace 1, Everton 2. Now, there's a lot to talk about in this game. And the first thing I'd like to say is I apologise for gassing our team at half-time, because we weren't very good. Everton were just very bad. And in the second half, we came out, we did exactly the same thing. And, you know, we conceded yet again in the first minute of the second half. And really and truly, are you surprised? Oh. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised?
Turn left.
I don't even know where to start. I think Daichi Kamada. Did we pay too much for Daichi Kamada, even though he was free? Because that pass was atrocious. How you're under no pressure whatsoever, and you still think it's a good idea to just roll the ball out there to Eze when you had space to run into. And I don't think I've ever seen him fizz a passing. I think he just rolls the ball, can't pass properly, too weak. I don't know why he's playing in the middle. Just a lot of things are going wrong right now, and loads of different thoughts just flooding my head. Like, why is Nketiah coming off for Jeffrey Schlupp? Like, I know we've spoken about it in our previous fan cams and when we're doing player ratings about Glasner, about his substitutions, and we all think, oh, substitutions are a bit strange, but they seem to work out. Are we just getting very lucky with all these subs working out? Because I don't see any tactical change in an attacking sense when bringing on Jeffrey Schlupp today. I don't get it. Eze was off it, looked lazy, looked very lethargic, very slow of doing anything. Adam Wharton still, there was still some points in this game where he looked a little bit too relaxed as well. He wasn't on it today. There's just a lot, man. Like, right at the end with JP just absolutely clattering into one of their players just because he felt like it. Like, that was a good attack. If you was looking at the ball was actually landing your side of the defender, but he just ran into him anyway, and then gave away a stupid foul.
Crap. And crap. I mean, I wouldn't be too critical of us in that first half. I think we controlled the game in a sense. I think the only issue, like I said, we're getting to decent areas and we're not taking shots. We have shots. I think we can go into that second half with about 2 goals, maybe 3 goals. And obviously the only concern was the threat of their crosses, which they were quite dangerous from in the first half. But my biggest issue at the moment is that we come out in the second half and within 1 or 2 minutes we're conceding goals. And once again, it's for our own downfall. Like, under no pressure, we're giving the ball away. Kamada gives the ball away. And obviously, it's a decent strike. Very good strike from McNeil. But that doesn't happen if we don't give the ball away. I feel like what we need to do at times, if we think that that's not going to be the greater option, playing the ball short, just hook it into a channel and then regroup. We've got to somehow come out in second halves and just kill the game by just being boring for like 5-10 minutes. Silence the crowd. Because once they got that equaliser, that was it. The game was literally done. Their tails were up, the fans' tails were up, and we couldn't get out. I don't even know if we created a chance in the second half. And then we got to look at OG. We're behind in the second half. And then we got to look at OG. We're behind. I mean, let me even speak on that goal. Like, that came second phase of play from a set piece as well, and just terrible defending at the back post. But we go 2-1 down, and our options to bring on Jeffrey Schlupp for Nketiah, it's just madness. How on earth are we going to create chances anymore? I think we need to stop this whole experiment with Eddie as a right winger and Kamada as a centre midfield, because that automatically gives us 2 players out of position. I think we need to, just for the meantime, scrap the 3-5-2 formation, also 3-4-2-1, unless he wants to go 2 up front. And because that's what it looks like if we were playing, but actually Eze was just on the left and then Nketiah was just drifting like he normally does. So maybe we just have to just go 3-4-1-2, have Ebbs in the 10, or we just go back to 4-3-3 because things are not working. And now we've gone the first 6 games, 3 draws, 3 defeats, which is shocking. It's terrible. And there's no heart, there's no passion, there's no desire, everything's slow. It's giving me signs that the players, you know when like teams want a manager out and then they just start being lax. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting at the moment. I'm not saying that the players want Glasner out, but it seems that's how they're playing.
You know, we did so well for 45 minutes to negate Everton completely. The Everton fans were quiet. They was very quiet. And granted, we may not have been like absolutely thrilling best, but we kept them quiet. We negated them, and then just gift wrapped to them a goal, and then had no answers after that. It's terrible. It's shocking. It's poor, and it doesn't help the fact that we've got a run of games coming up, which I don't know where our next point's coming from. You know, we've been laughing and joking about the whole 1 point again, LA. That could be our last point until the next international break or even thereafter. So I'm ticked off. I'm annoyed. I've been very intrigued to see what Glasner says about this. But here's our next four. Liverpool at home, Forest away, Tottenham at home, Villa away. But that's the Carabao Cup. Don't know where our next point's coming.
Yeah, I think we both said it very well, actually. I think we, at half-time, we thought we actually played pretty well, but maybe we was average and everyone were just absolutely bloody awful. Because second half, we just did not come out at all. And I think I don't know if the players are playing in the wrong position or the tactics are wrong or the setup wrong. I don't know what's going on, but we just get dominated in midfield all the time. We could see that Everton's only outlet basically was crossing the ball to Calvert-Lewin, so it's quite straightforward. You stop the crosses. Everything we actually didn't do for the whole game. That's the first thing. And then, of course, when we were trying to get back into it, we put the ball in the box and headed it away. And that's all it did. We had no idea. We're just lumping it in a box. They had three big centre halves. It headed it away so easily. I know that we didn't have a shot second half, but I don't think Pickford actually made a save, did he? You know, a couple of regulation catches from a corner, and that was about it. Catches from corners, and that was it. I don't actually think Pickford had to make a save. We did not put any pressure on their back four. We didn't put any pressure on their goalkeeper. It was just such a negative, boring second half. And literally, we felt at half time that we had to be 2-0 up because we just felt that if Everton scored one, they'd probably go on to win it. And that's exactly what happened. The first 10 minutes second half, they scored two and they didn't really do anything else after that. But we had no idea how to break them down. And that is very, very worrying going forward because I know that you get, we're going to get points here and there. We know that. But where's the next win coming from? Let alone the next point. I don't know, because at the end of the day, you know what it's like in the league. The once you get entrenched in the bottom three, it's very, very difficult to get out of it. And to be fair, we're only in the bottom three because teams are worse than us. I.e., they're only taking 1 point a game, and we've got 3 draws, and say Rich said 3 draws, 3 defeats. It really isn't good enough. Now, if we would have played Man City, Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea, okay, I get that. But we've played Brentford, Leicester, West Ham, Everton. All can't win a game. All look shocking, but all taking points off us. So it's worrying. I think Glasner's got his work out. I don't know if the players want him out, but I think maybe the system's wrong. And I think that he needs to switch 3-5-2 or something like that because we just lose in midfield constantly. So I don't know what to do. I really don't. And I don't think Glasner knows what to do, as I said. Taking off Nketiah and bringing on Schlupp and taking off Walton and bringing on Hughes. I mean, what does he expect them to do? They're not going to score goals. You do that. You do them when you're winning 2-1, not when you're losing 2-1. So I don't know, but But we're here again and probably do the next away game, won't we? Because that's what we do. But anyway, up the Paddies.
Now we've probably got a long drive home, but we do it for the love of the game. It's disappointing. I don't think it's panic stations at the moment, but something has to change, and I think we can all agree on that. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, up the Palace.